Hey everybody, Wichiton here. I'm bringing you this week's top 5 hashtag walkaway videos and people that I think need to be highlighted or deserve to be highlighted for their rational thinking, their logical way of approaching society. And there's my wife. Hi, wife. Oh, she's silly. Okay, if you guys ever get a chance to go to the Philippines, go, because the people there are so great. They love to have fun. It only takes 2 of them to have a party. Anyways, number 1 is Truth or Talk. Number 1 is Truth or Talk. She's a young gal. She's got about 16,000 followers. She's pretty low key. I think she's still not quite comfortable coming out of that Democratic closet. I think she's here from Texas also, because she did a video about how she went and
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I can't find the TV remote.
I don't know.
You're the last one use it.
I think I put it on the ottoman.
Okay.
Okay.
One more. I love you.
Love you too. God, I love the Filipinos. Hashtag Philippines. Truth or Talk, because she did a video about how she went and voted for Ted Cruz, but she was like, oh my God, I just voted for Ted Cruz, I gotta get out of here. She described it as feeling like she was on the wrong side of town because she was voting for a Republican, and I don't know if that was her first time or not, but she definitely wasn't advertising it. But Truth or Talk, yeah, I think she is another one that all these people, I think, should consider running for office, because these, like I said in my last video, these are exactly the type of people we want running our country. And it's not about, in my opinion, it's not about being left or right, Republican or Democrat. It's just riding a ship. You start going, and I think that's how everybody should look at it. Everybody should just be an independent. If the ship starts drifting this way, you vote this way. And then if it starts going too far that way, you vote this way. Just, we just got to keep the country on an even keel. But, in this day and age, we're just taking on too much water on the port side. The port side's just taking too much water, and we've got to right the ship. Anyways, number 2 is Andrew On. He's got about 1,400 followers or subs. He's a college student, Korean American. He's talked about how his turning point was there was some Korean American that was over, I think she's from New York Times or some. Oh man, hold on. Okay. Hopefully that's the last interruption. That was my mother calling. Maybe I should just start over. Andrew On, Korean American, yes. He, after watching a couple of his videos, he seems to really take a direct step backwards when approached with anything, and that's really why all these people are catching the top 5. the weekly top 5. But he really goes into depth in asking why. And he, like for instance, in one of his videos, he was talking about the Kavanaugh thing. And he said, you know, I would ask you one question. If you think Kavanaugh's guilty, I would ask you one question. Are you 100% certain that he's guilty? And he says, and if your answer is yes, and I could be totally misquoting, you know, I'm just paraphrasing the video. I would really encourage you to watch the video yourself, because the way he breaks it down, he may be a law student or something, but the way he speaks, he talks about, okay, if you can't be 100% certain unless you were there, he did it to you, or he did it to someone with you standing there, or to that effect. And he says, so without that, you can't be 100% certain. And if you're not 100% certain, then there's at least a little bit of room for you to consider the possibility that he's innocent. And if you can consider even 1% that he's in it, you know, the way he just breaks the whole thing down logically. And, but it just goes to highlight my point that these are the type of thinkers we need in office. These are the type of thinkers that we want running our country. Zach King, I watched his walk away story, and I started to watch another one, but I haven't. But still, he captured me. And again, I want to touch on I haven't found a bad walk away story. Everybody's got a real, thoughtful, logical reason for why, and whether it took 2 weeks, 2 months, 10 years. You know, because I don't think anybody that I've watched is one moment. It's been a process. Some people got there quicker than others. For some people, it was the consistent free speech thing. But anyways, these people are stopping. I'm trying to highlight the young ones, because the purpose of doing these top 5 is trying to get them out there, and I want to plant the seed in their mind that you should probably run for office. You are what it takes, or what this country needs. But Zach King, or as it's spelled, H-I-N-G, I could be mispronouncing it. If I am, I apologize. Number 4 and 5 is 1. But it counts as 2 because they're brothers. And these guys are funny as hell. The Hayes brothers, Joel and Chris, they I enjoy watching these guys a lot. They are so funny. They aren't quite as methodical as Zach or Andrew or Truther or some of the others that I've named. They put it to you in a way that makes you see the light, or not only see the light, but to see how ridiculous the dark was. Whatever the situation may be, they have a way of putting it. And if you guys don't run for office, I hope you make it successfully as comedians, because you guys are able to take subject matter and put this spin on it that just, and it's so funny, and it's so enjoyable to watch these two. I actually saw them first and didn't realize who they were, and then stumbled back on them later. But I saw them, they were doing an interview, because you guys know I watch Kevin at Kevin's Corner, and he was doing an interview with Kevin, or Kevin was doing an interview with them, and I just thought they were so hilarious. And Kevin's funny too, and it's partly why I enjoy him. But then, as I started going through the walkaway and trying to do this weekly top 5 highlights, they, God, they're funny. Watch their walkaway one, or you can pick any of them, but their walkaway one is, and I don't know who edits their videos, but they did a real fair job of editing their videos as well. But so like I said, I know that's only 4, but the Hayes brothers, I'm counting as 5. Chris and Joel, you both each in your own right deserve your own recognition. Like again, if you catch yourself on these, or if you want me to hear me talk more about this, I'll be calling in to Kevin at Kevin's Corner. He does live broadcasts on Wednesdays, 6 Central Time. I'm Central Time at 6:30 to 9:30. But I think he's 6:30 to 9:30, which is 5:30 to 8:30 my time, Central Time. So I'll be calling in, and I'll be talking about these top 5, about it. Because he's got the platform, and also just keep making videos, everybody, even if it's not. Just put your opinions out there. I think just your voice. You know, YouTube just is a great platform to put your voice out there. Even if you don't do it a lot, do it once a month. Just if there's a topic, shoot a video, upload it, because we got to start speaking up, all of us. We all have to just start speaking up and making our voices heard more often than just voting. We've just... and like I've said a million times in the past 2 weeks, I am just so encouraged and blown away by all of the young voices out there. And that's obviously what I'm doing, is trying to highlight those young ones. So that's it. That's this week's top 5. And tune in next week. I'll have another top 5 amongst other videos. If you like hearing it, subscribe, like, share this video so others can see the top 5. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you there.